Fishing on modern vessels today has become professional, efficient and large-scale thanks to the support of advanced science and technology. On modern fishing vessels, fishermen no longer have to rely entirely on traditional experience, but instead, they use GPS positioning systems, sonar fish finders and radar equipment to locate fish schools with high accuracy. After detecting the source of fish, the captain will steer the vessel to the correct location, and the crew will deploy appropriate fishing gear such as purse seines, trawls or gill nets. These nets are often designed to be large in size and durable, and can catch dozens of tons of fish per trip. The net pulling process is automated by a hydraulic winch system, saving labor and increasing productivity. When the fish are pulled onto the deck, they will be classified, processed and preserved on site by a quick freezing system. To maintain the freshness and quality of the product, some modern ships are even equipped with onboard fish processing lines, helping to increase the commercial value of the product. Thanks to the modernization of technology and equipment, fishing has not only become safer for fishermen but also plays an important role in supplying seafood to the domestic and export markets. In addition, modern fishing vessels are also equipped with satellite communication systems and global information networks, helping fishermen to constantly update weather conditions, ocean currents and warnings from authorities. This not only makes the trip safer but also helps fishermen adjust their fishing plans flexibly and effectively during the journey at sea. Data from sensors is also recorded and analyzed to assess production areas with a lot of fish, as well as control reasonable exploitation activities, avoiding overfishing. In addition, awareness of protecting the marine environment is also increasingly raised on modern fishing vessels. Many vessels have adopted measures to minimize negative impacts on the ecosystem, such as using selectively designed nets to avoid catching rare or underexploited marine species, and properly disposing of waste and wastewater. Advances in science and technology have not only changed traditional fishing methods but also contributed to building a sustainable, modern and environmentally responsible fishing industry. Thanks to this, fishing activities at sea today have achieved higher economic efficiency, while opening up many development opportunities for fishermen and the fishing industry in our country. In addition, many modern fishing vessels are accompanied by technical experts, fisheries engineers or scientific researchers to monitor, collect field data and support the handling of complex situations. This is especially important in offshore fishing trips, where weather conditions and harsh marine environments require smooth coordination between humans and machines. In addition, some large vessels are also equipped with intelligent management systems, allowing monitoring of all activities on board through the central control screen, from ship speed, net depth to the volume of fish caught in real time. Thanks to that, the captain can make timely and accurate decisions, avoiding wasting resources or unnecessary losses. After each trip, the fish will be brought back to port in good condition, ensuring export and industrial processing standards. The application of modern technology to fishing not only improves labor productivity but also contributes to the professionalization of the fisheries sector, creating a premise for the industrialization and modernization of rural agriculture in the future. As artificial intelligence machine learning and automation technologies continue to develop. It is certain that fishing activities at sea will continue to make great strides, aiming to both effectively exploit marine resources and protect the ecological environment and maintain long-term sustainable development for the fisheries sector. In addition, the presence of digital technology and big data is also gradually changing the way fishing fleets are managed and operated. Fisheries enterprises and cooperatives can now connect with each other through a fishing management software system, thereby easily planning and coordinating seasonal activities and avoiding the situation of good harvest, low price. Digitalizing information also helps to trace the origin of seafood transparently, meeting the increasingly high demands of domestic and foreign markets, especially demanding markets such as Europe, Japan or the US. In addition, modern fishing vessels also pay attention to the lives and health of crew members. The living space on board is significantly improved with a full rest, dining, toilet and medical area, helping fishermen feel secure while working on trips lasting weeks or even months. In particular, large vessels are also designed to withstand strong winds and waves, with a balancing system to reduce vibrations, ensuring safety for both people and vehicles when operating in deep waters far from shore. Thus, it can be seen that fishing on modern vessels is not simply a traditional exploitation activity, but has become an important link in the global food supply chain, strategic for the development of the country's marine economy. The combination of tradition and technology is a sustainable direction, helping the Vietnamese seafood industry reach out to the ocean in the era of integration, not stopping there. The development trend of the modern fishing industry is also moving towards being environmentally friendly and applying green economic models. Many advanced countries and large seafood enterprises are investing in fishing vessels using clean fuels such as electricity, liquefied natural gas, LNG, and even solar energy to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and protect the ocean. Some projects are also testing remote-controlled unmanned fishing vessels or integrating artificial intelligence, AI, to automate the entire process from fish detection, net control, harvesting to classification. This is considered a breakthrough step, opening a new era for the fishing industry, where humans only play a role in monitoring and operating remotely, minimizing risks and human resources costs. At the same time, to improve the quality and competitiveness of products, many modern ships also apply blockchain technology to record the fishing journey. Helping to make the entire supply chain from the fishing area to the consumer's table transparent. It can be said that with the combination of advanced technology, modern management thinking and environmental protection awareness, fishing activities on modern ships have been and are making an important contribution to the development of a sustainable marine economy. In the future, if continued investment in the right direction and strong support from the state as well as the business community, the fisheries industry will not only ensure national food security but also become one of the key economic sectors, affirming Vietnam's position on the world fisheries map. In addition to the obvious economic and technological benefits, the modernization of fishing vessels also plays a huge role in enhancing the image and position of fishermen in modern society. They are no longer simply manual workers who rely on traditional experience at sea. But have become high-tech sea workers, who know how to operate machinery, read digital maps, handle technical problems and make decisions based on real data. This contributes to changing social awareness of the seafaring profession, thereby attracting the younger generation, those with knowledge, technical skills and access to technology, to return to the sea. This is an important factor in restructuring the workforce in the fisheries industry, building a team of professional, dynamic and creative fishermen. Moreover, modern fishing activities are also closely linked to other industries such as shipbuilding, mechanics, information technology, logistics, seafood processing and export. The strong development of the offshore fishing fleet not only creates direct jobs for hundreds of thousands of workers, but also indirectly promotes a series of related supporting industries. Thereby, the marine economy not only plays the role of a source of foreign currency but also becomes a driving force for sustainable growth for coastal areas and the whole country. Fishing with modern vessels is therefore not only a purely production activity but also a part of the national development strategy, contributing to protecting the sovereignty of the sea and islands, developing the fishing community and moving towards a green, clean, sustainable aquaculture in the new era. Finally, in the context of climate change and the decline of fishery resources on a global scale, the development and application of modern technology in fishing activities is also of strategic significance in the effective and sustainable management of marine resources. Modern fishing vessels with the ability to collect environmental data, Assess fish stocks and monitor changes in marine ecosystems will provide valuable information to research and state management agencies. From there, the state can issue reasonable exploitation policies, plan fishing grounds, seasons and fishing quotas appropriate to each species and each sea area, helping to preserve biodiversity and ensure long-term livelihoods for fishermen. At the same time, compliance with international regulations on legal, regulated and fully reported IUU fishing has also become more convenient thanks to the Satellite Vessel Monitoring System (VMS) and modern positioning devices mounted on ships. Thus, modern fishing activities on ships are not only an inevitable evolution of the fisheries industry in the digital age, but also clearly demonstrate the long-term vision and responsibility of humans towards nature and the future of sustainable development. With synchronous investment in facilities, technology and people, modern fisheries promise to continue to develop strongly. Contributing positively to the cause of industrialization and modernization of the country and making Vietnam a maritime power in the 21st century. From the above analysis, it can be affirmed that the application of technology to fishing activities is not simply a technical step forward, but also a comprehensive transformation of an entire long-standing industry. In the context of globalization and increasingly deep international economic integration, Vietnam needs to continue to focus on investing in upgrading its fishing fleet in a modern direction, while supporting fishermen in accessing new sources of capital, knowledge and skills. Modern fisheries training programs should be widely implemented, combined with the transfer of science and technology from research institutes and universities to fishermen. In addition, there should be policies to encourage fisheries enterprises and cooperatives to invest in high-tech shipbuilding. Building fishing port systems, cold storage and post-harvest processing chains that meet international standards. Building a modern, synchronous aquatic ecosystem from fishing, preservation, processing to consumption will help increase the added value of products, increasing the competitiveness of Vietnamese aquatic products in the global market. This is the inevitable path for our country's fisheries industry to not only develop rapidly but also develop sustainably, be environmentally friendly and be responsible to future generations. Fishing with modern boats, therefore, is not only an effective production solution, but also a symbol of innovative thinking, aspiration to reach far and the will to master the sea of the Vietnamese people in the new era. From that foundation, we can also clearly see that fishing on modern vessels not only brings immediate economic efficiency but is also closely linked to the long-term national development strategy for the sea and islands and sovereignty security. Offshore fishing vessels are not only means of exploitation but also living milestones that contribute to affirming the sacred sovereignty of the sea and islands of the fatherland. The fact that fishermen stick to the sea and go offshore thanks to modern vessels also means protecting the national border early, from afar, proactively and effectively. This is very meaningful in the context of the East Sea region with many complicated developments and increasing competition for maritime rights. Not only that, modern fishing activities also expand opportunities for international cooperation. Vietnam can completely cooperate with countries with strengths in technology and fisheries techniques to research, transfer technology, and manage marine resources in a smarter and more effective way. International cooperation programs on seafood monitoring. Combating illegal fishing or conserving marine biodiversity are also opportunities for Vietnam to affirm its responsibility and role to the global community. In short, modern fishing is not only an advanced production activity but also a clear manifestation of sustainable, comprehensive and visionary development thinking. It connects tradition and the future, between economic benefits and social and environmental responsibilities, between individual fishermen and the overall development of the country. This is the inevitable and promising direction for the Vietnamese seafood industry on the journey to reach the sea, reach far, reach the world. With all the above potentials and benefits, the development and promotion of modern fishing is gradually becoming an indispensable link in Vietnam's comprehensive marine economic strategy. To realize this vision, there needs to be synchronous coordination between the state, enterprises, scientific research organizations and especially the fishing community, those who directly control the sea. The state needs to continue to improve the legal system, issue mechanisms to support preferential loans for the construction and conversion of high-tech fishing vessels, invest in seaport infrastructure, storm shelters and fishing logistics systems. At the same time, there needs to be policies to encourage the training of high-quality human resources, not only good at operating modern fishing vessels but also capable of managing production, applying digital technology and complying with international regulations. On the part of enterprises and fishermen, it is necessary to proactively raise awareness, change the mindset from exploiting to exploiting sustainably, from small-scale production to linking value chains. The establishment of modern fishing alliances, cooperatives,